Okay. So you can be in mute if you're not talking. Okay. Uh, so what we've done is in the last classes we implemented SCCM 2012 and we used the operating system deployment feature. So we captured a reference machine, okay, like a reference machine, and then this was got the output as Vim file. What we have done is we use this Vim file to create as a package and deploy to multiple machines by using a task sequence called install an existing image package, right? Also, after that, what we have done is we also encounter just give me a second. We have done is we also encounter a user where you has operating system already. We also have the user data. Right? So when a user has a user data, we used SMP role to capture the user data and save SMP server, and from SMP server the data, whatever it is, the user's data, it was saved into a format in an encrypted format where system admin also not able to take it up. I'm not able to use basically, right? And also we also use hard link. So where SMP is a question, for example, due to data size on the SMP drive or time delay between copy paste of the data from network from this user data to here to a different machine altogether, right? SMP server. So what we have done is on the same machine there is a hard link option we have used. With the machine, it will not wipe the data, whatever user data was there. Okay, instead what it does is it will actually not wipe the data. Instead, once the operating system is installed, it will link up data. That's what we have tested, and a series of videos we have looked into the operating system deployment section. Okay, now we are going to talk about really SCCM is a mandatory to deploy operating system is a question of. Okay, so it's not really SCCM is okay. So we have from Microsoft a tool called MDT. Okay, the full form is Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. Okay, so this tool, okay, MDT, what is actually whatever the operating system deployment we have done this, boot images, start sequences, everything. Actually, it's part of MDT, which is a free tool and anybody can be used. And it can be leveraged with the WDS. If the WDS in one of the class, I think in OSD part one, we thought about it. I think So if this is integrated with MD and WDS, very similar to the task sequence deployment, we can, however, we will miss out the collections because the collections are property from SCCM, and we will miss up that. Instead of that, what they do is they boot from the STD and then they test it. Okay, so why we are discussing this is MDT has is a more powerful tool than SCCM SCCM 2007 because it has built-in task sequence variables a lot. So if you are looking, for example, if you set up softwares for only HR department, or you apply for a specific software, for example, it's a regional license application to be deployed for only China users, okay, or in only China region, or maybe in Shanghai, or a specific license kind of thing, or if the mission is A and you want to deploy B software, okay. In that case, it is possible to dynamically change within the task sequence to deploy those conditions can be applied within the task sequence. So scripts already available. For example, uh, you wanted to set a computer name as your asset ID. Okay, what do you asset ID? Or you can put hardware serial number, the machine serial number. Okay, something like that can be noted that the entity. So it has multiple scripts. So let's jump into the MDT section. So I'm going to download the MDT as the first step. So go to the Internet Explorer, the machine. So this is the latest version as I did. Okay, MDT 23 update 2. So download. So from here I can click on download. My operating system is 64, so I should be selected 64-bit. Switching up to Chrome because of the download issues with the Internet Explorer. Okay. So this was not coming with the Internet Explorer because they are security tightening things in the policy. So I'm just downloading this file. Okay. That's done. You want to do this. I can do this. Okay. So the first is in you is we have to first step. I'll try to show how MPC can work individually. Okay. So think this is a server. Okay. Not having a C server. It's not a example. What are the things that we just I'll take it domain control, try to dip this one of the domain control because I one server in my lab, right? One is just other one. I think that I use normal how it looks. We use this jump in, jump into another thing where work as a standard. Yeah. So this started the machine. Okay. Shit that. Okay. This is the machine which we have used download up and the download. This is file. I'm going to go to my machine. I'm installing now. It's forward installation and it's a big. It requires few of pre-requirement things. And this, oscillation, it will say that few of the things are not there. Okay? So have a look at it. Yeah. So guys knows that, most of the time, we talk about operating system deployment and instant deployment. So the key thing you definitely about ADK. So says here also have the particularly if I install this standalone this machine which is 2833. It comes as the deployment to it. Okay. So install very quick, right? It's like your full talk. So here the deploy workbench this is one which uses as a standalone. Okay. And also if you look here it has further options like use your visitor and it's my feedback other one is the integration SCCM. Okay? So that step, okay, if you want to do it, okay, it requires ADK. That's okay. So install ADK 10. So enough we can't use as a standalone because it's not having ADK. So if I to other server which has ADK, example, I'm just installing here. Okay, I have ADK. Just installing on the machine. Let's have a look on it. So if I look at here, okay, work. Okay, it opens. Scan. This is the deployment share it has. So what it is on a machine, it's installed. Okay, but it has not done anything. In all the files, like control folder, bin, the components of um, uh, MD, okay. But how to create actually? How do you deploy operating? So one is you have to create it, deploy it. So what is deployment shade? Deployment shade would create shade folder. Okay, it creates some shade folder called deployment shade. Let's create a new deployment shade. So I'm going to create as a deployment shade the D to it. That's the most free space for. If you see nothing there now, as deployment shade, okay, I'm just creating folder, and it would share with a dot shade. So the machine will while deploying, this will get connected with this folder name. Okay, and then this is shape folder, and now while deploying, okay, automatically when you're deploying, or the system should take the backup, or you may capture that. Earlier in SCCM we used a task separate task sequence for capture, for deployment, and usage, right? USMT handling a different steps. But now everything into one task sequence because it's powerful than a system, in fact, in terms of task sequence creation. Okay, so BitLocker in as a setting we don't need actually, BitLocker method. Okay, next. It created a folder. Okay, if you look at here, the shift created, and here a lot of other folder structure was created. This folder structure is very important. Okay, so just, if you have a software, okay, want to deploy some software as part of your app operating system deployment, what you do is create application source. For example, I'm going to use the toolkit. Okay, example, this is the toolkit, the Microsoft, sorry, name is Microsoft tool, for example, languages. In my multiple languages, so directly in my case, I have tool. So programming toolkit. So what happens if we choose this? It will add that folder at phase 2 and the packages folder. Look at here applications. So here it got. So in case we're not moving, okay, because that same source is used in a system also. Okay, so that's and how do you install that actually? So if you're correct, the source comes to here. Okay. So this get installed MSI exec. Okay. So here it's coming as the application toolkit, which is your okay. This is the one. Okay. So here written one application code created. If you have images, import operating system images, custom image, or in case for example, full set of source that's DVD. Okay, or if you have captured them already there. So in our case, we're just going to give Vim. It's very similar to SCCM what you have done. But this is more, Pins has more options. Let's give some of the captured image. Wait, beta one, like same case. If you want to move it, you can move it. I'm not going to move. This does not require, not needed any of the setup paths. So it is okay. So my ticket earlier one came. Similar, packages, you know, uh, okay, this imported. So which has been imported. Let me, what happened? What was the error? What? Let's see. I'm choosing different one this time. That is going to create. So this actually copies the image. So it is finished. Okay. Then again, no, it is not showing here, but trying here. Okay. I'm going to create new task sequence. So task sequence will have an ID. Case case 001 is the first ID, and the task sequence name is, for example, apply 7 example. Uh, is look at Lord mention. So if you use instead of Windows 7, and to deploy Windows Server example, let's have a look on this. Okay, look, just script and capture can be done. And like one is a good from one operating system to other operating system. You deploy hard disk files, which is virtual hard disk client operating system. Create VC also can be deployed the server. So, you wanted to create a server, for example, you can server operating system, and then you can edit below, or you want to make as a command controller. All those steps also can be part of your task, which is more powerful than your sys. If you choose this, it's not coming, man. Coming up. Okay. It comes here, okay, and the operating system will come. Okay, for some kind of issue, it is not coming. Probably we're not going to here. But the whole idea is, here a lot of other task sequences coming up. All these task sequences have more powerful options within the MDT. Okay, so these are basically coming up from a few of scripts. Okay, so if you look at here, all the scripts, already, for example, it's like your policies as a separate package. Then you can use this. So that two policies, local policies would be applied. You can copy files. You can do domain. This is script it will be used. You want the disk part, by using disk part you can create different partitions. Okay. You want to apply patches, you can do that. Background can be set. This, many things can be done with the help of all these scripts. Okay. So how do you use the key? So for for task sequence would help you. Okay. In our case, I'm not going to use this method. Okay. Instead I'm going to do is this session is more focused on how to integrate. Okay. So it's how we are going to integrate. We're going to integrate in this way. And once I install this tool, okay, the tool, right? So once I install this, for example, let's say repair has installed, for example. Once this installation is done, you just go to deployment toolkit. Okay, if you're performing this, the configuration server, which is SM server, con- this one, okay. So configuration your integration one. So you should just enter your server name. By default, it comes in part. Okay, okay. Just on next, automatically makes options completed. So now let's open a system console. What is the difference within the console? So, if you closely look at it, there is no difference, in fact. But when you go to the operating system department, if you look like this, it will not be anything. But if you right click, you get a new option called Create Task Sequence MDT. Okay, so this is a task sequence, right, which we have checked. Okay? So all steps can be performed. So I just create a default task sequence, and I want to show how the task sequence flow will be there. Okay? So that you can understand when you compare SCCM task sequence in this. Okay, jump into that. So you can give your task sequence name, example, deploy 7 18, just to differentiate it. Okay, you want to join this mission to command? Yes. So give the mining here. So it's my lab is so and then administrator and script password. Okay, same one, the licensing keys, all those things. Going to capture this machine, so it can be captured to location. If not, just I don't know. I'm not going to use a capture option. Okay, what is a boot image, or you want to create a new boot image? You can create a new boot image right away from here. Also, the ADK to create that boot. Okay, so in our case, I'm going to use our Dell imported address boot image, MDT package. So, what exactly MDT package? So, this is the core of your task sequence. Okay. So earlier when we have done deployment, okay, there some key folders got created. For example, for instance, we have checked these WADS files, uh, files, right? So these scripts are very key, right? So what you looking for this code, okay, and tool, okay? So these, I mean, in another way, create a package, okay, that is a normal package. For example, I can take it. If I have a package, I should create. I can browse it. But in my case, I do a MDT package. So what exactly MDT package? MDT package contains folders, okay, like tools, package, control. Uh, Other one is okay. These folders, four folders are key. So these folders you can copy to a folder and create a software package. Software package how to create software deployment. You can create here MDT pack, and then you paste these, and then software package from your console, like uh, open one console to show that from here you can do create package like this. Here MDT and the sources of that MDT where just paste those four folders. Okay, so in case if we want to create automatically, just get okay. If you want to create, in my case, I'm just going to create a folder those. Okay, create automatically. So you copy paste MDT MDT going to be a package. Okay, so you can see folder in fact. Okay, that's fine. Let's and write GCS hyphen one browse. Let's see, I'm able to browse this part. Yeah. So next, so it's going to create a MDT package. I'm just giving MDT package. So this step it's going to create a package, okay, in the is control. Okay, a few methods would be create a package name, okay, MDT package. So this is in fact 13 uh, with one. Sorry, I have two. Flash manufacturers micro. So what's the image you want to deploy? What deploy beta, and you can create a file of console.vim, which we used as a vanilla earlier, or you can choose the and the deep source. So we have already the voice image we can use. Which image you want to deploy? So I want to deploy two. So for your information, we always be talking. Give me a second. Yep. So we have been talking about underneath requirement the images. Okay, images has the index. If you look here, image in one, index two, index three. In some cases, index two is the actually operating system. Okay, so in my case, what I do is I'm choosing the two operating system. Okay, and then with method. So you want to do a zero touch or user driven. So there are MDT has a few steps. Okay, so the MDT can be deployed in if you have MDT as a standalone. I can choose options. One is that is light touch installation. Other one is Z. Okay, so light touch. So when you're not operating system, maybe you have to click some kind of next button or, company name, okay, or maybe install what application to install, something like that. A few basic things the user while you're deploying operating system. Okay, that means you press level, you choose task sequence, and you enter the computer name. What should be the computer name? All these things are comes that you're touching the your user is getting interacted with the task sequence, right? That's called light touch. When you come to the zero touch, okay, zero touch is completely fully automated. The help of SCCM when you integrate it with the ZTI. So most of the companies go for ZTI method, or the recent with MDT, another method called UDI. That means you driven installation. Whatever we allow the user to choose what operating system to be deployed. For example, you may have alpha, beta, or old version one, version two, thing like that, or it's a different set of applications. So you can, before installing, okay, when he gets F12, he gets that option in an HTTP format. Okay, he chooses what he wanted. So that's why it's called user driven. Okay, so that template, okay, the nice design template you can design, and then will encode information into the MDT package, basically, which we create in this step. Okay, so what happens is user can choose what he wanted to deploy on his mission. For example, as we said, handling to be happen. Yes, no. Then he choose that link option, or can I, or just pick up yes, no. So he'll choose. Okay, it's fully one task sequence, more focused with the user. So you can choose what you want to do. Okay, selection. Got it? So it's a more advanced topic. Okay, these things can be done with the MD. So what how kind of deployments can be done in details. See, one light touch, zero touch installation, and advanced UDI. Different installation. Okay, got case we're going to choose as just zero touch. So So there's no user interaction. Okay, like uh, span existing configuring package. That means SCCM client package. So I'm going to use my existing package next. So it is either USMP package or you show you have USMP. In our case, we have already USMP package, so I can show that, and then it's specify the settings package. So I don't come back to here. Okay, what is settings package? But now what we can do is we can create a settings package here with settings. Okay, this is the another step which we should do. So it's settings package. Okay, 2% created. So I'm going to MDT things 0. So I believe it contains the custom settings set and I which I'm talking with why this entire thing how it automatically split with the file. So let's see. So creating my if you look at here, it's just copying my uh, you know from folder that is ADK folder to those folder called MDT and all those things. Okay, finish. So now what happens is if you look at it, they copied everything, but if I don't need all of these capture operating system. So these things I don't need it actually. But if you look at it is empty. So no problem. All you can choose the default folder to show you. Okay. This is the settings file which has custom settings there. Right? So if you remember the while installation, okay, it prompting that do you want to install, do you want to skip this capture, all things. And installation it was prompted. Settings has been automatically captured in custom container. This is a very big lengthy file. Okay, this is called a database kind of file for your deployment. So, for example, enter a CD key for deployment. Do it. Okay, we run this complete half an hour plus session on only 3 minutes plus session on only set custom container. Take it in uh, session at this point of time. But for now, we just created a task sequence. So open the task sequence. See, how it's like. So this is MDT based Windows 7 deployment task sequence. Look here. So how is this one? Very big and empty one. If you deploy this as it is, okay, every case it changes things. Okay, let's see. So it is actually checking before deploying like a few things like it is set all these things and package pre-requirements. It runs this and if installation it runs this. Okay, installation it is applying all this. Random applications option. If it's part of any of the security groups, it will automatically deploy those applications. This is the local GPOs would apply. Okay. Capture. So in our case, we don't need capture. You can disable. Anyway, if it two is equivalent, yes, then only it enters this. So you can read or remove it. It's up to you. Any log would be copied automatically to okay. So the logs also. So if you run this, okay, just want to show you, but I'm not going to completely run this, okay. Deploy this before deploying. Actually, this was not distributed, in fact, okay. Uh, so, for example, the two packages which we created was not distributed to your MDT package, MDT settings package, right? So, we'll choose distribute content, these two packages to use for. So, distribution now I can create task department like this. Say deploy. I'm going deploy my test machines, which is all under maybe. Okay, available mode with TN client schedule. Possible. Okay, and now I'm going to create another machine for this. Uh, Give a second. Now, so going to install this. Which we have created now. Okay, I'll start this in a minute. Before, okay, let's start. See what happens. So, so I pressed F12. So, see one, right? So it will check a few things like what is a free case, all those. It will, put it here, okay, and then it proceeds further. Like here, so there should be this, okay, auto speed is this, should be client operating. Then only it continue further, okay. If you don't want it, you simply do this validation, okay. Just take. I don't want an example, okay, and then I can skip it. So that's the continue, so automatic. So we can as a separate. So this one task sequence is for any kind of department. Okay? Okay, guys, are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. What is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Raj.
Fine, right? So this is
Yeah.
complex kind of thing which I'm trying to put on you as a shot, but you know I'll come to this with a very good documentation for you. Okay, makes your complete deployment in a smooth way. Okay, we'll do that in a minute or so. Okay, so let's start this one. Okay, not going to really install. Okay, then even though MDT based, what happens is it just continues a kind of installation. Okay, but it will continue. I'm not going to do any further level troubleshooting on this. Okay, this is a default task sequence. Okay, just a default task sequence. Uh, so this is done. So next step would be so we have to tell what is the settings under this custom settings dot ini. This is your key. When I say your key, this has a lot of options. Okay, if you open help, okay, your workbench, okay, open a workbench and look to the help, okay, help anyway. So let's open.
Visible.
Okay, just coming to that. So look at this, MDT one. it's a nice steps, okay, in the background, okay. So it said, system has taken backup. Now it is installing, then Windows setup, install apps, and then restore.
Yes.
Okay, the system is telling us what things can be done with the MDT. Okay,
Oh,
nice way of replying. Let's go to these. Well, this is favorite um, book, okay, which contains this 29 classes. Okay, so it's more of you read yourself. Okay, but it's a very old post, but this is a master post, I would say. Okay, so if somebody wants to
okay.
learn MDT, then always go back to this port. Okay, which is Windows networking site. If you do with the Windows networking space MDT, it automatically comes this part one. Part any of the random part, and then you can choose. Okay, this plays. I'll just go through this randomly. Okay, so that it helps you to uh, go one. Okay, the first the Windows way. Okay, which is automated installation kit. Initially it started, right. So this has, if you look at the date, is 29. Sorry, 2009. So today is 2016. So few. Okay, still this is a very valid, helpful a blog post. Or okay, so wait, because how it is started, what are the files? So it has a design file. Okay, and
Yeah.
if you want to activate your once they deploy your Windows, it must be activated. So how do you activate that? Also a part of a biggest question. Okay, so activation process is two ways. One would be the web activation. Other one is the KMS. So which method you use when you use? Okay, it would be talking. So normally if it's below 50 kind of so a number, then you go for value activation. Otherwise, KMS in enterprise. Okay. These are the commands. These are the some of them are depicted, but it's more regime now. Okay, you install Wake. Okay, is the first step. And using regime. So how to use the regime command? Okay, you know, take a complete session on just deployment, operating system deployment, troubleshooting, all those things. Okay, the
Okay.
next session will be that one only. Okay, also design, how do you mount, how do you inject drivers, everything comes here. Okay,
Yeah.
so add package, input locally, that's people, or set zone, everything can be done with the design commands. Okay, that's the new one. And then map. Okay, Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit, planning kit. Okay, it talks about your. This is now changed to a different name altogether, but same tool. Okay, it's like if you wanted to deploy 7, really Windows 7 can you deploy on your machine? If so, uh, if so, whether they are compatible with your hardware. Yes, no kind of thing. Options can we find out the nice Excel sheets, nice Word documents automatically created by Microsoft with the help of this tool. So this applies for any server operating system 2016 upgrade. Just go for map. Okay, assessment planning toolkit, and simply when Windows 10 also. Okay, this is applicable. Okay,
Yeah.
and this is the server. How do you do these all the options? Okay, we need to go through the map now for now. With the MDT 2010 enhancements, this is just a features. Okay, so he's talking about what I've explained here and how it looks like, how do you install. So this is quite fast one. Okay, then what is light touch? What is ZTI? So the light touch, this is what you just generally create. Okay, operating. This is what tried. This is what we expect actually. Okay, uh, but that these are the steps would come. The task gets created. Okay, then in the light touch configuration files, the core files, or no, what we have seen in the custom settings.ini and the bootstrap.ini. Okay, so to understand what is the bootstrap.ini, what bootstrap.ini is, if you don't have a SCCM server, and this is just to talk about individual or the local MPT server. So how do you deploy MPT server is a client is booted with SOL with the help of WDS or with a boot ID, then what happens is he has to connect to this shit, right? The folder which was created, right? So when it is booted automatically, it gets connected with this username, domain username, and the domain, the keyboard, all these settings, and then this share would be accessible. If this share is not accessible, you do not get any task sequences available. So that's why this boot.ini file is used. So I explain what is bootstrap.ini. There are only two files, key files. One is bootstrap.ini, other one is the custom setting.ini. Custom.ini easy to understand. When a machine is client machine is booted, it contact your deployment share, that is your MPT server share, which has all the settings. So how connect? So the bootstrap.ini files used will give you the share for name, username, password would share that and a file. Okay. Now, you must understand the custom setting.ini. So this you talk about half an hour or 1 hour is not enough. Okay. So free automated can be done. For example, let's take one of the while joining domain, it uses these credentials. Okay, domain account is this, and this is a domain, and this is a password. Okay, and you set some kind of keyboard settings. For example, if you put France, okay, so the example keyboard is completely different. So they have a different keyboard altogether, French keyboard. Okay, so it said that deployment should happen with the different code. You would set it here. Okay, uh, time zone you want to set them a different time zone altogether. For example, CST you want to set it. Okay, you can do that. Okay, so how to do that is you simply go here, image shade. Okay, yes, this is one. So this is where you have uh, uh, this is what we're talking about. This is the bootstrap.ini, which is you would be adding here. So user account, you must have to go to the help file. So MDT help file is available. Okay, this is your friend that should be with you all the time. Okay, so help. Okay, uh, so technical help. Okay, that's where you have to go and you have to enter the values here. So what I have to enter is it comes based on your experience. So in our case, we just going we maybe have to have here for example this one, right? We're looking into this. So here he was explaining that use domain user, all those things. So you should use as it is, then only it works, otherwise it fails. Okay,
Okay.
just the bootstrap it. Another one is afterwards you have to save it. Okay, for example, and then that deployment is update the deployment. That means the changes will affected. Similarly, this other one is the custom settings for dynamic. So how do you check it? Custom setting dynamic is the first priority. First property is uh, custom. My custom properties is this one. Okay. As you want setting. You want to put it another very similar to this. For example, yours, keyboard, all these things. Similar, different sections can be configured. Okay. So we can have you look on a sample, custom settings.ini. Then you would understand actually. You know. So this is the MDT documentation. Okay. So go to the MDT documentation. You would understand the custom settings by parameters. Okay.
Okay.
For I did talk about this one. Here, whatever you're entering, that well, let me take one live example custom settings that uh,
అనిపించట్లేదు ఏమి గ్రేవ్ స్టోన్.
oh, okay. Give me a second. For me, the problem is reading one is counting, so I'm not able to see whether I'm reading or not. go to our guru, deployment bunny. Okay, this is the first ride on tense, when started by Ian Honor, if I'm correct. So this is one of the samples can be downloaded here. If you look here, uh, look at this one, very interesting. Okay, I will explain, try to explain. Okay, I'll try to explain how to use custom settings data in a real world. Okay, into real.
Okay.
Okay, take it the first. It should start with the format. Every file definitely will have a format. Similarly, custom settings has a format as it should start with settings. Okay, so it is started with the setting. What happened is priority. Priority means prevalent some section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5, section 6. So in highest section is by laptop type. So this is one section. Okay, okay, this one section in the bracket he has mentioned. This is one section. This is another section. Okay, so in that section you will have another criteria. So in this case, okay, default is just install operating system, no matter. Okay, whatever section you install operating system. If the machine has a default gateway as equivalent to this one, 10 to 128 lab.1, that means it's coming from Booston. That means you should apply the Booston settings, like EST time zone should be applied in the Booston, and the key locally is this. That means it's yours. Okay, UI changes are yours. Okay, the name should be USA. Okay, Boston. It's like INH white, right? Similarly, and amp percentage name by type. Type it should be top. Okay, so at the right side is with your serial number. So lab. Okay, it should be as lab, and then serial number of my uh, computer. So while you're deploying, you're going to apply your computer name also. Got it? This is
Yes.
section for Boston. Let's go to the K. So if the machine is coming from this site, okay, that's the default gateway, then you can DC. Okay, if DC means not domain control, it could be data center. Okay, so in this case, okay, in this, it's going to apply. You see, this is it. So in my case, I may have more than one default gateways for different VLAN. So it's still, if come port 1 or 6.1, same case. Okay, this would be applied. Got it? Good. So
Yeah.
is the one sample. Okay, it is multiple. There are multiple things. Okay, that means let's just say. So for instance, this one. Okay, default gateway. In this case, New York, red one, where Microsoft Office example. Uh, this is what. Okay, good.
Setting start and yeah.
Yeah. What is the key for your deployment? Is this? So it's deployed now. In fact, it has joined to domain. In fact, okay. The one
Okay.
which we have tested. That has the task sequence also. Okay. By the way.
Yeah.
So. Uh, so the key for your deployment. However, that you have hundreds of different servers. Sorry, hundreds of different locations. So to manage in a single notepad file, this is a notepad file, right? .ini file. Yes, no. It's difficult to maintain. Yes, no.
Yes.
Maybe one or two sites is fine. Think about operating system deployment will happen for a company, for example, General Motors. Check it. It would be uh, global, they have more than 500,000 machines. So if you want to deploy in different sites, or you take it, a market research company, okay, uh, they spread up every location, every part of a country. Okay, so in that case, if they have more than 100 plus locations, it's difficult to maintain this database. So in what we do is, okay, in that case, same things can apply uh, with database. So what we do is here we would configure database, okay, new database, okay. So SQL is INHYDTCS hyphen CM01, and then optional. If select, yeah. So it's going to be create a database, and the definition is optional. So if this has been done successfully, it's done. Values are automatically populated. Now, what I will do is actually here the computer rules location make and so the location is your subnet ID. For example, this is my Redmond location. Okay, so if Redmond location, my default gateway is always 10.0.0.1 example.
Yes.
If it is coming from this gateway, okay, what I want is I want to apply this uh, sample application. So what applications you have in a CCM? For example, you have application here, CCM framework or Skits, right? So I can say that you just apply, right? Yeah, I'll just say toolkit should be applied, okay? And I want this key, what we are talking about, some settings that and each and every the left side one. If you look at here, this is some value, right? This has value either true or false. These are keys coming from here actually, okay? So in case if you want to skip product key, I can do it, okay? Or you want apply time zone, you can set the time zone, okay? Here
Yes.
directly, say in this case, for example, we were talking about the time zone as central time or keyboard locally, okay, keyboard locally. So for example, keyboard locally here somewhere it would be there, and that can be applied, okay? Or you want apply to separate OU. This mission should be joined to a separate OU. Okay, you can you would get an option here, okay. Okay, you can give the management OU name. So the OU, if you give as workstations, this is not the right format of giving the OU patch. If you get format, okay, you just query for m- machine object OU in the help file. You get how to give this OU path. Okay, so in that case, what happens is if a machine comes from this subnet, automatically this gets this application, and this would be a part of that OU automated, right?
Oh,
You know,
yes.
okay, any other application. So this is not the application. This is a software legacy packages. Example, this okay. You talked about the what is the pack ID? So he's talking about here. This is talking about the package ID. Okay, and the program name. So what is the package ID of this? For example, this is a P1 or 4010. So you just enter that name. Okay, here. Okay, 01 or whatever it is. Okay, for example, this is in my case. What was that? By the way, 06. So 46. Okay. So and the program name is, for example, this one has a program as name is program annotated. Here give as a program. Then this gets installed. So here some legacy packages installing and all applications getting installed. Okay. Also, you can create a roles. Okay, roles also somehow this is my HR. Okay, or let's take it manufacturing unit, or let's take it first one of HR application. This is application. So what is also I can create must be help the team. Okay. So if I take this team, these application must be there for help desk. Yeah, help desk. It should be this kit should be installed. Okay. Some other application should be installed like that. You can configure and okay. So what else is if I go to my location, if Redmond is the phone gateway, okay, I'll say that install these roles in H application or help desk. So what happens is I'm not going to this was one time I set it. At later point I just change this roles only. If it's coming up, I'll simply add new location. How to integrate this database with your custom settings or anything is the key. Okay, first you look at your articles. It's talking about M- MDT database. So simply you open your custom settings right, and you say that this is your SQL server. This is the instance ID and the username and password to connect to your SQL server. You provide that information. That's it. Okay. It would be automatically connects to your SQL server and updates that information. If you configure this way, and this is what you should give it. Okay. It is okay. uh, or or what we can do is and the method would be here we have not configured the database rules. So when we set this rules, in fact actually whatever we have done, um, we should first decide whether we are going to we are going to use roles or location or make a model. Make and model are the same. So if this is Dell manufacturer and the model is Dell Optiplex model, something like that, what should be the drivers or different applications should be installed. Okay, I will have to decide what we are going to do. Okay, for that we should configure database rules. So I'm going to query for my thing okay, rule based to computer, and then uh, I'm not going to these are the things. Okay, compose location. Okay, okay. So I'm going to use use a location. Yes. Okay, I'm going to use naked model. Yes, I'm going to use rules. Okay, that. So these are the things automatically gets configured in your custom settings.ini. Okay, let's go. Okay, see, look at it has configured now, right? I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been configured. Now you configured, right? So now whatever the settings you have here, okay, that would be taken care of automatically. So if I build this machine with what is the default of this machine? For example, it should be. I don't think so. It has a default gateway because of my this is a lab. Okay, if I give some default gateway to come from my DHCP server, okay, and then in that case, okay, this machine definitely gets deployed with one of the settings.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's easy, very easy if you can understand. Okay, the so it's a logical take. Okay, so I explain the things till almost most of the things here, and remaining things you can go through it. Okay.
Yeah.
See, drivers related, I have not talked. So I'm planning to take another session today if you guys okay, and then we can close up the OSD session. So for the office and deployment, I did not talk about design, drivers, models, how to do a larger scale deployments, all those things. I want to take a one final session. Maybe that could be binded into a different video altogether. Uh, that I would take it into the MDT related, but I want to show you one more step. For example, I'm using deploy Win7 1.1 task sequence. If I want to do something, if you go here, MDT steps will add it. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the things by default automatically comes with the MDT. Okay. For example, if this is a server task sequence, you can configure DNS, you can configure DDT, Active Directory Domain Services. You can install some roles and features. For example, you want to install IAS. Okay, right? So all the things can be done with the MDT. That's why it's more powerful. Most of the people do not use the MDT. Okay,
Yeah.
clear? So
Yeah.
this, as when started, it was completely unknown. But when we were closing, MDT is more useful. And if you do deployment, you have to clear your bootstrap.ini as a loan if you're doing, and should be doing your uh, configuring your custom settings.ini, which is this. Okay, and how to integrate, I have talked about it. Once done, okay, when you create your task sequence, okay, what happens is it creates your two parts. One would be your MDT package with the 4 folders, which is required. Other one is the MDT setting. So MDT setting, if you're properly configured in the first stage, this settings custom settings.ini would come up, and it will process your rules. So let's go and explain this. For example, uh, MDT based task sequence. If I open where it is, yeah, right. So happening is at the first step, every phase, okay, it uses MDT package, toolkit package, that is MDT package. Then it is going to use from the MDT package scripts. ZTI pre-requirement script is running. Then it gathering. So gathering means it's a filter. It's going to run some scripts, and then it's the value from your custom settings that okay, and whatever it is applicable, that would filtered and approximate settings here. Okay. Similarly, every phase you start with your MDT package and then you gather. That is filtering. You're filtering your process. You're processing your rules. Okay, and then you apply whether you want me to do it offline. Why this step is there here? Because at this stage, if we are running from Win, okay, for example, start from WinP, in that case, what happens is it will analyze that the machine is started in WinP. So what are the rules should be applied? Okay, so based on that, it will proceed. For example, if it's offline, you can still take the capture the user data, okay, and then it's stored in a handling basis, and then the call backup, and then it gets notified. Okay, so every phase, if you are going to use MDT step, this is MDT package would be used. Got it? When you deploy for MDT, the logs are a little bit changed. Okay, uh, here the logs, most of the things comes with JTI, which if you look at these, these are the JTI-based logs. JTI validate, so this could have sufficient memory, this could have sufficient processor, everything, it is log. Got it? No. If we,
Got it.
Yeah.
okay, so the only difference is in the log that you would get the JTI. So most of that you would look into the JTI logs. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a gather one, which is taking filter values from your settings. So that the logs are remaining logs the same. Okay.
Yeah.
That's for today. So for now we are winding up, and we'll catch you again morning.
Okay.
Catch you.